Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Me up top and Uncle Doug at the bottom. So that way we can go over some big loot winnings. Hi, Peggy. Peggy's over on Facebook. And then I'll wait for my YouTube ladies to pop in as well because we are streaming to both YouTube and Facebook. So whatever you prefer, we're streaming on both. So make sure you get on whatever platform makes the most sense for you. Okay, let's get a little more people in here before we get rolling. But we do have our Woodland Wildflower collection that we're going to be going over today. Ooh, Miss Chris over on YouTube says power outages all morning, on and off. Hopefully it stays on this time. Hi, Kathy and Candy over on Facebook. We have some nasty storms in store for us actually this afternoon. So hopefully we keep our power. I think it's supposed to start pouring, hailing with tornado chances come around 1:30, 2 o'clock. So you might hear some crazy winds, and if we hear a freight train, Uncle Doug and I are running downstairs, and we'll continue the live some other day.
Right?
Right? It's the freight
Yes.
train noise that you're supposed to be like listening for come tornado season. So at least that's what I've heard. Have you heard that before? Like if you hear a freight train outside, you need to get rolling because that means
Yeah, if
there's
we
a
hear a freight
tornado.
train, something's really wrong because we're far away from the tracks.
Right, exactly. So hopefully we'll be all in clear for weather, but it looks like we have a few more ladies popping in with us. Good to see you all. We are doing some samplers and bulk packs today. So yes, there will be some DIY demoing that we will be doing today. I know you guys missed that a little bit because we kind of went to our old school way about doing lives the last couple weeks where it was more like these are insane deals, like get them. And we were able to give you insane deals because I didn't really design for them or spend time designing for them, so on and so forth. So take advantage of today because it's full of design. I am excited because you guys did get a little sneak peek with this necklace and earring set here. I think I sneak peeked that like a month ago and now it's here. So you better be excited because I am. And then I kind of made the whole collection around these two pieces. So it's very floral, very woodland. You guys are going to love it. And a lot of really cool components that you've not seen before. They're gorgeous. Just wait until I show you those organic and elongated oval drops. They're insane. Okay. Hi, Jessica on Facebook, and Aunt Nancy's over on YouTube. Cheryl's over on YouTube. Debbie as well. Good to see you, ladies. I love you guys that are popping in. We are in Galena. It's like a freight train is coming into your house and usually real quiet right before. Ooh. Okay, well we'll be on the lookout for any tornadoes coming, but we will be doing some trivia today. The giveaways for those will consist of some panels. We'll show those in depth a little bit later when we get to our trivia. But we do have a big loot giveaway. And we just ask that you love react to the video, but I'm going to count all reactions this week because we are doing a demo week. So love reactions, like reactions, any reaction except for the angry reaction will have a chance to get into the big loot giveaway for Facebook. Now for YouTube ladies, if you want to enter for the big loot giveaway, which is consisted of a lot of DIY components to make some jewelry, look beautiful ER40s there lined up. Those would be amazing earrings. Thanks for pairing those up, Uncle Doug, so they could see that those could be made into earrings. That's fabulous. But for my YouTube ladies, I will need you to like and make sure that you're subscribed. And please put your first and last name in the comments with giveaway. That way we know, we will trust that you are doing your subscriptions, like you're subscribing to the channel, and we're also trusting that you're liking it, but please do that and then put your first and last name in the comments. We'll get you entered. All right, I think it's time to kick Uncle Doug off so we can get into some
What?
design.
Are you
I like
kidding
your
me?
blue shirt, by the way.
Thank
Blue's
you.
a good color for you. All right, we'll
See you
see
in
you in a
a
little bit. Okay, I'm back to big screen because I do have this beautiful background behind me full of inspiration. So we're going long way. So I'm not just like this tiny little square, which I did love being a tiny little square, but I want you guys to have this beautiful background behind me. Okay. Okay, Jessica's ready for a giveaway. Since you're on Facebook, Jessica, you just need to like or love the video and you'll be entered. Our YouTube ladies are the ones that need to put their first and last name, and we will draw that at the end of the live. So make sure you're watching the live, stay tuned, and then we will draw at the end for those giveaways. Interact, give me suggestions. We're going to be doing some color painting today as well. So I will need your suggestions for those, but I will give you the color scheme that I've done for the inspiration. No, you're all good, Jessica. Don't worry. Hi, Carlene. Thank you, Cheryl. We're going to dive in now. And I actually, since I can't wait, I think I'm going to show you guys the elongated ovals first, at least that sampler, and then we'll go through the bulk packs as we go through our samplers as well. There are no complete kits this time, just the samplers. That way we can keep your purchase price a little bit smaller because I know you guys are going to have jump rings, chain, and ear wires. So the crystals will be included because those are a little bit harder to find matches for, but yeah, just chain and findings will need to be added for those. And let's pull some of these out. And let's dive in to our first sampler set. Oh, leave a hair there. Okay. Also, I'm gonna need some suggestions from you ladies because I hurt my back pretty bad. What was it like? Just like a couple days ago, to the point where I'm literally wearing a back brace right now. So if you guys have any tips for like pain and stuff, let me know. I've been putting like lidocaine on my back, like the patches and the gel and stuff, but the brace is helping a ton. But I was just lifting something heavy. It started rolling and I lifted with my back instead of my legs, and here we are. That's just how I know I'm getting a little bit older, is because my body can't sustain some of the stuff that it used to. But that also probably means that I'm out of shape. So I need to start working out again. All right. Our first sampler bundle that we're going to put up here, super duper cute. Like I said before, everything that you need comes with this except for your chain and findings. And I will include the type of wire. Though it's not photographed, I will include that in there as well. It's going to be a half round wire. But these are those elongated ovals I was talking about. Aren't those incredible? They're so cool. They have this like cool twist in them. It's a little hard to, there we go. That's a little bit better to tell. It's waved and then it's got the hammered texture, and I just fell in love. I absolutely love those. So let's get out the bulk pack for those in a moment, but the cart 100 will be for the sampler. So you're going to get 2 of those elongated ovals. 2 of these amazing, they're like blazing suns, but they're deco rivets, which is even cooler. And you guys know what I love to do with those. I love to roll the rivet part into a loop, and it works perfect as a connector. Hi, Cindy. It looks like my YouTube comments are actually popping in. Uncle Doug, are they popping in for you? I'm just curious because they look like they're coming in time and we're not having to refresh. That's a first. Yay. That's amazing. But yeah, these are phenomenal. They're so cool. This is what they look like after I have rolled the loops to make them into a connector. And then I did add some patina. It makes it kind of look like a black-eyed Susan or a sunflower, but it is a blazing sun and I love it. I love, 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 love it. All right, now for this big, amazing piece, it's a rhodium plated, steel based ivy pendant. It is huge. Just for scale, it's in the center of my palm. Maybe we'll put it like right here on my forehead so you can see how big it is. It's huge. It's massive. I love it. And I was kind of stumped with this one. So Jean gave me the idea of dropping down just a simple crystal and adding that really cool weathered copper patina effect set to it. And then I did add a little bit of some royal purple, which I'll go over when we do the painting for that. But that is not included in the weathered copper set. But we should also put that up because you can buy that on retail. I'm not sure if we have that on the live shop currently. And then you will get that really cool. This one, it's a Swarovski crystal. It's gorgeous. It's like a leaf. It looks like a leaf, at least to me. And look at all the facets in there. Ooh, baby, baby. She's gorgeous. Okay. So I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should is there 7? No, there should maybe only 6 pieces in this. Yes, there's only 6 pieces in this one. So you're gonna get these items if you buy the sampler. A little sampling. That's why I love the samplers too, because if you're like, I don't want to commit to a bulk pack right now, I want to try it first and then do a bulk pack later. Totally cool with me. That's why we do the samplers, is so you can test things out and then you have everything that you need to make the inspo jewelry too. All right. Simple, simple connections here. You guys are going to love it. It's so easy. And I actually, oh, I do have them. I was like, I forgot my round nose, but I have them. We'll start off with the earrings here first. So to start, I folded these out. I'm just using my round nose. You can use your chain nose pliers too. Those are the flat ones. Totally fine. But I stick it out first and then I paint. That way you're not having to paint with it sitting up like that, because then you're dripping. You don't want that. So you're going to have to flatten it out to paint it. We're going to come in with some amber yellow in the antique line. So I'll shake that up. I'm going to grab a brush for this. We're just going to add some and then we'll spread it around. I'm a big fan of this amber yellow color. I'm not huge on yellow, specifically bright yellow, but when it's super saturated and a little bit darker, that's the yellow I like. I also saw something on TikTok the other day, and it was this girl who said her favorite color, and her boyfriend or significant other, I don't know um, the relation, but it's one or the other. But she told him her favorite color, and her favorite color was the color green with the sun shining through it. So you know what he did? He went around taking photos of the tree leaves with the sun shining through them, and when that happens, the green gets really bright and beautiful. But I wanted to try a little bit of that maybe to see if I could accomplish that color. It just gave me some inspiration. And I just loved how her significant other thought of that and then went and just did a whole bunch of pictures of her favorite color, which I thought was super cute. But gave me some inspo that I wanted to try for today. So after the amber yellow, we're going to come in with some of the black. This is also the One Step Antique line. And I'm actually going to put this, let me just put it in a little container here. I don't want to pour it directly on top because this top part is domed. So I don't really want it to spill over. So I'm going to clean out my brush here. Where did my, can Uncle Doug grab me my paper towel roll wherever it ended up, or a paper towel? Would be amazing. I appreciate you. All right. So I'm gonna get some of this black on the top dome. I was okay with it bleeding into the yellow a little bit because I did come over top of the yellow again with a light brushing of the black to kind of give it that antique look. Okay, it's looking pretty good. It's so pretty. Okay. Now I'm gonna come in here, get some of this black off my brush. That way it's a nice and light. The paper towel helps with this, but Uncle Doug's coming with that. So I need to pop the heat gun on this first. That way I can get the yellow to dry. Oh, that's a big one. Look at this thing. He's a honker. I'm never running out. The Quicker Picker Upper. They should sponsor us. I do love using their paper towels though. All right, heat gun done. And then I'm gonna come around with a tiny, tiny brushing of that leftover black on my brush. Just ever so slightly to deepen that yellow and give it a little bit of an antique. And then cap that. Also, I'm still running my same thing. This is my water cup and my dry cup. So once my brushes are clean, water cup, they go in the dry cup to dry. This helps you not ruin your brushes. And I've been following that a lot lately, which thankfully, because I used to not be the bestest about that. Was Monica in here too? Hi, Monica. Oh my goodness. I've been missing you, girl. You have been MIA, but I'm glad you're back. All right, this is how that turned out. Super cute. And then we're going to come in with our round nose pliers and start twirling that in to make a loop. It's going to be our connector point. Bend her in, roll her up like a fruit roll up. Oh man, I love fruit roll ups. Okay, let's move this paper towel thing over here a little bit. Let's grab some jump rings. I use JRV 30 on these puppies. And you will add those, but I did want to tell you guys which ones I used. If you wanted to use the same ones, I'm gonna take one of these long ovals here, hammered. I'm gonna scoop that into the ring, and then I'm gonna do another ring. Okay. Open that. Slide that onto your oval. You're gonna slide that into the loop that you created with your deco rivet. Maybe. There we go. Close that up. And then you have your drop. And then I added another JR30 up there with an ER011. This is plated gold, so that plating code is -340. I can actually probably pull another one of those 30s out here. Probably, I don't think I have another ear wire though. That's okay. I guess told you guys which one that was. Don't forget, if you spend a minimum of $100 on vintageliveshop.com, you get a cutie little gift from me, and it could be something that I made during the demo, like this, or it could be another piece, like a sampler piece. Could be a chain, name it. That's super cute and super easy. And then you just put your ear wire there up in that jump ring, and you are complete. Those are the long, pretty blazing sun earrings. And then we'll move these up here. We'll get into the painting of this gorgeous piece. We're going to need the weathered copper colors. So let's get those in here. Metallic copper, one step antique line. And don't forget to shake your paints. Pale green antique line. Hoping those don't mix. But I'm trying to save some room in this palette. Olive green in the antique line. Put that one up there. Oh, they are mixing. That's okay though. And verdigris blue in the antique line. And it's okay if they mix because they're gonna be mixing anyway. Okay, let's get a nice brush out of here. Now I can use a paper towel. Okay. Clean this brush off quick. Oh man, those really did bleed, huh? I'll put some more olive green there. And then some of the pale green on the other side. So it looks like the copper and the verdigris blue kind of overtook. All right. Let me also grab my mat here. It's just underneath my chain spool. Okay. That way I don't ruin my background. That should be pretty okay for you guys to see. Okay. So first I'm going to come in with my olive green and just brush it all over. And then I'm going to pull in some of that pale green, just spotting it around a little bit. That looks good. And I heat gun it as I'm spreading a little bit of this color around. The tea, pale green. I'm not being any particular about where my color is going right now. Kind of just spotting it, making sure that some of it gets applied there. And then with some of this verdigris blue, which I might have to do some more verdigris blue that's not mixed in with our grassland. Pull some of that. Oh, it's getting darker outside. It's actually way darker now than what it was when we first started live, and it's only been 25 minutes. All right, I'm grabbing some more verdigris blue that I pulled out. Just gonna spot some of that a little bit. Okay. I'm going in and kind of touching up the places that didn't get paint on it. Not very many places that didn't, but you can tell which places did not. So we're gonna hit those quick before we add our other colors. Okay. I'm gonna come in with some. Not really like cleaning off my brush in between, or like at least dunking it in water. I'm just kind of pulling all the colors I can. Do a little bit, maybe down here of that copper. Which I might actually have to, man, I should have just kept them all in separate buckets, but oh well. Separate the flowers there a little bit. The copper is very opaque, so I don't spread a whole lot around, just a little bit. That's looking pretty good. Oh, I also added Erie Gold to this as well as like a light brushing after everything was on it. So add that to your paint colors for this while I'm thinking about it. And I probably would have forgotten if Uncle Doug didn't say something this morning, or not this morning, but right before the live. He goes, "How did you paint that?" And I'm like, "Wait a second, I'm missing a color." All right. Now, this is the Royal Purple One Step Antique that I said I added a little bit of that. So I'm gonna add some of that down there. Kind of came in around the little dot areas with the purple at least. Did I go up there? I did go a little bit here. And I think I did some of the petals, a little bit of purple too. Gotta get those dots. And I'm not applying a lot of this. I'm picking up just a little bit on the tips of my brush. Just a little bit. So I don't want to overpower the color underneath. I want it all to show. It's actually looking super pretty. With light brushing of that. I'm almost liking this one more. And then, sorry, I keep pulling it down a little bit. Gonna add that brushing of Erie Gold. Where did I? Oh no, it wasn't Erie Gold. Either white gold or Victorian gold, but we'll do a light brushing of the metallic gold. And when I say light, I mean light. There's just a couple drops. I'll come in with a new brush so it keeps it light. Because I just want the sparkle. I don't want it to like really change the tone. If it makes it a little warmer, that's okay with me, but I just wanted some sparkle. I need to add a little bit right there. Maybe some copper. There we go. Okay. Sorry if it's a little out of focus. Can't really control that part. Let's just hit it with the heat gun quick to make sure. Yeah, it should be golden. Ugh. This back brace wants to pull my shirt down, so I have to keep pulling it up. Don't forget to do the back. Let's just do that quick. Yeah, I was thinking about leaving. So, no, they're not down. I thought about that. Yeah. Ian's working outside. He goes, "It is so hot out." I'm like, "I bet it's so humid. We've been getting a ton of rain, which is good because we really needed it." I'm just going to take my leftover paint. Leftover paint is always good for the backs. Add a little bit of copper in there. Doesn't have to be super saturated because it is the back. Cute. Okay. Complete. Let's try that quick. All better? Oh, I feel great. I feel good. I feel fit. I would not change anything in this room. Okay, perfect. Amazing. Okay, just real quick, let me scroll down here. Hi, Patty. Good to see you too. Okay, let's see how this turned out. Put that up there. This is the back. Gorgeous. The front. Gorgeous. Love, 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 love. Okay, I didn't do what I said I was going to do and put up the bulk pack. So let's actually do that. Panda pack. This gorgeous beauty that I just painted. Cart 101, 3 pieces for $22. A big ivy piece. And while that carter's up there, I'm going to grab some of this half round wire that I used to wrap this crystal. Hopefully I clip off enough there. Okay. So for this crystal, I did it a little messy, which is kind of my vibe. So we're going to slide the crystal on. We're going to bend both up. And then I'm going to create a wrapped loop, but we're going to use both ends to twist back up. But you can do it higher or lower. I'm going to do this one a little bit lower, I think, just to see what it would look like a little bit lower. I do like the higher one though. I didn't want my Carter to be in the way. And clip that little tail off. This is definitely enough because I didn't go as tall as I did before. Tucking that tail. And then this one, I did the same thing. I just went down and around, and then I cut off the tail. This one I don't have to go around as many times because I'm not going as high. That. And tucking tail. Make sure my loop stays straight. And then I used a JR40-170, which is our copper antique plating code. String that on a jump ring. And then for here, I put the hole in the top, right where this little dot is that came out, which I did not color that one purple. Darn it! I missed one. That's okay. We're gonna flip it to the back, go back to front because it's dapped, and your little plier knob sits in there perfect, so you can't really mess that up, which is really awesome. And I need to clip that little piece off. Sometimes my hole punch doesn't take the whole thing off. Okay, which another JR40-170 is up there with that chain, which I believe that chain is CH0027, if I'm remembering correctly. And then the dot for this directly down is going to be kind of in the center of the two beads right there. So we're going to go to the back, go right below those two beads, and then punch. Punch up here though, because it's a little bit of a thicker piece. So it's a little bit harder to get that through. Back side of the wraps on that side. So I'm going to jump bring it on this side. Gorgeous. And then I just added my jump ring and chain up there. And this is that really cool, like double roped chain. It'll focus. Maybe not. There we go. It's a little bit better. So that was for that pendant kit. Super cute. Love the color combo on there. That was suggested by Jean. And I just added a couple more to it. And then the bulk packs for these earrings that we demoed a little bit earlier that I forgot to pop up. We have the drop pack, which is the elongated hammered oval. It's got the waved look, and then it's got the hammered look too, which my favorite. And those are solid brass. They're a little bit aged, so they're a little bit darker, but they look great. And then that sun pack, that sun rivet pack, is going to be 16 pieces for $20, cart 103. This one's the one that's got the little rivets there that you can form into loops and create a connector like we did up there with those earrings. I think these are nickel plated. They are. They are steel based, nickel plated. I wanted to make sure that I got the right plating for that. Super cute. And then I think we're good to do a trivia. Is Uncle Doug ready? Let's put him up here.
Trivia time.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I gotta get a question up here for us.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll bring up
So what's
the panel
behind curtain number
selection.
1? There we go.
We have this panel, which I believe was designed by Wendy. Trying to remember. This
That looks like
panel,
Jean.
I was going to say, I think was designed by Jean.
Looks like her.
And this one, I think was Jean or Ains, which is super cute. These do not have the sticky back, so you will pop these out. Oh, so yeah, this one was Jean's. This one was Mackey's. And then this one was Wendy's. They have their initials on the back. So you get one from 3 different designers. Love it.
Nice, right? Get you some good practicing in with your patina painting.
Yes.
Your antiquing and your paints. Well, here's the question for the first trivia. What company was initially known as Blue Ribbon Sports?
Yes, Tina, you will be able to watch this live video again after for a replay. Diane, she has a question about cross-referencing between glaze and paint. So the last 3 digits of the paint code will match. So the antique line, this is pale green. The last 3 digits are 038, which will also match the last 3 digits of green opal, which is the paint line. So the last 3 digits of the numbers should match between your paints.
Got some answers coming in. And it looks like we got our winner over on Facebook. First one to respond, Cheryl Ann. And she was followed closely by Debbie Johnson and Lucine Vertains. So good job, all of you. Lee Gillen. Boy, everybody jumped right in, but Cheryl was ahead of everybody on this one.
Good job, Cheryl.
Cheryl, what's your last name, Cheryl Ann? Because we need that for your
So
ability to get it out to you.
To claim a trivia, you must place an order on vintageliveshop.com and we will ship it to you free in your order. So good job, Cheryl. She gets the 3-panel giveaway. Love it. And then Uncle Doug's gonna do a doodle for you. And then he'll come pick these up.
Maybe I'll just leave it as Cheryl Ann for right now until I find more.
Yeah, no problem.
But we
Of
will.
course, Cheryl.
Quinn, there we go. Cheryl Ann Quinn. Thanks, Cheryl Ann.
It's getting even darker outside.
All right, here's my doodle.
Let's see here.
Okay. There we go. Got the blue ribbon for the old look back, and then the new Nike.
Nike.
So,
Woohoo.
congrats, Cheryl Ann. I
All
got a
right.
winner here too, don't I?
Yeah. Awesome. And we'll put those on the edge of the table for Uncle Doug. Watch your step when you come over here, because I have
Uh-oh.
the camera
What'd you
tripod and the
do?
light tripod. No, I just want to
Okay.
make sure you don't trip on accident. I'm looking out for ya.
Thanks so much.
Of course. And we'll get up what we're doing next. We'll see ya in a minute. Okay. Our next matter of business. Also super fun and super cute. I think everything today is so fun and so cute. We went with that really cute, like purpley, blushy theme.
Which one?
Yeah. I was like, just don't trip.
That's fine.
Because sometimes you just like have something in your mind, like you're on a mission. You're like, okay, I'm going over there, and you're not looking where you're stepping.
When you say you mean one. You don't mean me, right?
No, I just mean in general. Like I do that. I'll be on a mission and I'll clip my hip off the table or something because I'm just not paying attention. I'm just like, I'm on a mission. Run, run, run. Yeah. Okay. So fun for our necklace and earring sampler number 2. So this one's going to be 13 pieces. Everything that you need to make this comes in this sampler except for the chain and bindings, which I know you all have. Bindings means jump rings, ear wires, etc. Your head pins, eye pins, you name it. Okay, but I am super fun to demo this, and I am obsessed with these earrings. Absolutely. I think those will probably be a take home for myself because they're super duper cute. Yeah, I know. I really need to get my area set up at home for my jewelry because it's non existent. It's just kind of splattered on my dresser right now. Okay, so cart 104 will be the necklace and earring sampler for this necklace and earring set here. And let's bring up the components that you'll be getting. And then hopefully I'll remember to go over the bulk packs as I'm going through. Oh, Peggy, you silly girl. Don't say that. We'll say, no, I can't even say elders because that, I don't know, senior or elder. Which one does that seem worse? Like older, senior or elder? Because you're supposed to like take care of your elders, take care of your seniors. You're so funny, Peggy. Okay, you are going to get 2 of these solid brass plumed leaves. Those are going to be up here, as well as one of these really cute beaded rings you can also wear as a ring, or let's put on 3. You can wear it as a stacking ring. So cute, versatile, and you can use it as a component or as a finished piece of jewelry. We love that. So you got one of those. And then you're also going to get this 4-petal flower, but you can also consider it a clover. It's so cute. I really love this. I bet Mackie would just be over the walls with this piece because I know that she loves searching for 4-leaf clovers. That's always been like a thing of hers, is finding 4-leaf clovers. So you're going to get one of those. And this is steel based but brass plated for that clover there. You're going to get 2 of these aged solid brass flowers. They're open work flowers. Those are also adorable. You're going to get 2 of these, which I have done a few different like Rivoli wraps with these. We're going to do one specifically for our earrings. So you're going to get 2 of those. And I think you'll get your crystals too. So you're going to get 2 of the 10 millimeter Swarovski crystals. So these are 2 millimeters smaller than our typical size. And then you're going to get a couple of those flat backs that are in the center flowers there. You're going to get that blue flat back that's also in the center of the clover there. And I may have left those somewhere. But I thought I had them here because I did all the photography for it here. Maybe they're just missing. That's okay. Rain is here. Oh, you guys don't even want to know how dark it is outside right now. It's, ooh, thunder too. Hold on, I wonder if I can. Oh no, I can't twist that far. Maybe at the end, if it's still pretty dark, I'll show you. Because it's like almost nighttime outside right now. Okay. Oh, I found the crystal I was looking for. It was that one, the blue flat back. It was just behind my iPad. I had to go like this to like look over it. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's start off with our flowers, flower earrings, and then we'll get into our necklace. Oh yeah, it's starting to hit. Watch out for that weather because the trees are going crazy right now. You guys are gonna see Corian freak out in about 10 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. I love storms. But yeah, keep a lookout because it's actually getting pretty rough out there right now. Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's get into some painting. The only color that I used on here, that sounds scary, is the blue violet color shift. Super fun. This is probably one of my all-time favorite paint colors. So if you don't have this, you need this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Corian needs to show you because it's bad. You guys need to see. I don't want to unhook me from the internet here though. Can you guys see that? It's whacking the window. I can't even see if you can see it right now, but hold on, let's switch it over here. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're gonna not survive this. There's gonna be a tornado. Hopefully not. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. Here, I'll go up to the window with my headphone real quick. Can you guys hear that? Okay, hopefully it stays quiet because I do have my headphones in over here. And hopefully that gave you a little sampling of how crazy. You couldn't even hear me in the video because it's so loud. Could you see it in the video though? Okay. You guys, it is crazy. Oh, you're using you're using the new spelling. I love it. It's really bad. Will you take some videos for me, please? The big sign came down. Take some videos because I can't on my phone because it's hooked up. No, just from the window there. You don't have to open the window. Yeah, don't open the window. You're gonna fly away like Dorothy or something. It's so crazy outside right now, you guys. Oh my goodness. I can't even believe that. Ooh, I think we're getting an alert for a tornado warning right now because we're still live because I just heard a. Oh my goodness, you guys. That's insane. Okay, well, I'm going to stop saying that it's insane, but you'll probably hear me say it a few more times. We're going to come in with our blue violet color shift, and hopefully you guys can hear me okay because I can barely even hear myself right now. As at the same time, while I'm applying this blue violet color shift, I'm using my heat gun because this is a dapped item, so it will pull a little bit like down towards the center. So I want to get ahead of the game by using my heat gun right away. And this blue violet color shift is going to give you that perfect, beautiful, like light uh fairy purple, I would call it. It's just insane. This is a for sure favorite. So the thicker that you lay it on, the more blue you're going to get. The thinner you lay it on, the more purple you're going to get. If that will help in your process. Like the before and after is crazy. Okay. And then I use that same paint color for my Swarovski wrap as well. So same thing. I'm going to apply it as I'm using the heat gun so it sticks super nice, stays nice and vibrant. There's not a whole lot of surface area on this piece, so you just want to make sure you, like I said, get ahead of the game, use your heat gun. We're supposed to get some hail too, so hopefully oh my gosh, there's so much water coming in the door right now, you guys. We're gonna need a towel for that. It is pooling inside right now. We have a towel somewhere. Kieran's got one, I think, downstairs. Oh, it's like, okay. So that's dry, beautiful. Then I came in with our relief blotch. So that's how I got that really pretty, like light look. So I took some of the color off just by coming in with the relief block. I probably went a little bit thinner on the paint on there. But if you have one of those sanding cloths where you can kind of reach in there, it'll help. I unfortunately don't at this moment, but I think that's pretty cute. So we'll leave that like that. And then for our Rivoli wrap here, also, this is going to get bent a little bit. So you can just bend these with your fingers, but I just took the dap out a little bit so I can have a little leftover paint in there as well, which I can get that out with my bead awl. Oh, also, my parents closed on the house as of today. So hopefully the new owners of the house are getting like fallen trees and stuff. That would stink so bad. But I guarantee there definitely will be some fallen trees over there because that's just crazy. But super happy that they finally got the house sold, and now they're back down in Virginia, and it'll probably be a minute. But I'll see my dad in a little bit. He'll be coming back up in a couple weeks, but I sure do miss them, that's for sure. Okay, that's better. Kind of just lined that up to see where I would need to pull this. And I'm gonna kind of start my bend right there, it looks like. My gosh, can you guys still hear that? It just hasn't stopped. It's still going just as crazy as it was when I first showed you guys. Okay, so bottom portion is coming up behind, but leave room to slide your Rivoli in there. We're gonna kind of pinch it a little bit more. Looks like I went a little higher on this one than I did on the one before. Oops, of course. Just chipped it with my pliers there. I think I'm too distracted with how crazy the weather is outside right now. Maybe I can get that to shift a little bit more with my bead all. This stinking weather, you guys. I thought it was gonna be like bad, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Yeah, it's soaking in here right now. Okay. To help with your crystals too, you can always I use a sunshine cloth sometimes when I'm wrapping crystals to help prevent it from breaking. I did not do that this time. I'm going to redo that wrap. I'm not happy with that. Disregard all of that. Oh, oh, duh, Corian. I went backwards on this. That's why it didn't work. Duh. Okay, so actually, I went upside down on this. Hole punch up here. I'm sorry, I'm just too concerned about what's going on outside. This hole punch, just be careful because it gets pretty close to the sides. Okay, there we go. That looks much better. Okay, and come down to like this point. Oh no, duh, just kidding. Uh, get an F20. I did an F20 wrap. Oh my gosh. Corian. What the heck? Be right back. Let me go get an F20. Those will be included in these ear wires too. Oopsie, Corian. You're getting a stinking really good price on these then. You're saving an extra freaking $8 because I made an oopsie. Let me bring these F20s out here. I should have just turned them around because that would have made it a lot easier. Okay, F20 wrap. Just kidding. Lay on F20. I did do these before the weekend though, so it's probably why I'm not remembering. Okay. Fit it on. I'll move this over a little bit here. So I saw that I had enough room to fold over those F20 corners. So I'm going to fold those in. Silly, silly Corian. Silly, silly. Okay. Put that in there. And then with this, I kind of lined it up approximately where those corners will be. And then I push down a little bit to spread them back out. Let me do it without the crystal in there. So it looks like I came up a little too far actually. So we're gonna pull back just a little bit. Okay. Push down, get your wriggly in. Set on top. Make sure you're all squished together. And then you start pulling your prongs up. Oop, the power's flickering. Hopefully we don't lose power. My lights are flickering. Woohoo. Woohoo, ooh, that would not be cool. Corey's going home early today. Peggy would, or who said, did Monica say? Maybe it was Monica who said, don't leave until the storm's gone. Girl, I was flying down one of the roads the other day, and this was after I went to go pick up the last few things from mom and dad's house, and it had been raining, and I didn't even see it until I was in it. But there was a massive like rain puddle. I won't even call it a puddle. It's basically a river going across the road. So there's no avoiding it, whether you're going left, right, you have to go straight and through it. And I was like trying to get through this water thing. It was pulling me one side into the other side. I've had a lot of experience with hydroplaning, so I should be okay. But I appreciate you guys saying stay safe. Okay, that looks good. You can come in on top too if you need to squish them in a little bit more, just to make sure you're nice and super tight. And then we cut down here. So right kind of where this meets, you want to make sure that you still have solid area there so it doesn't split. That one's flying. So make sure you watch your eyeballs when you cut. Good thing Uncle Doug wasn't over here. I'd probably whack him in the eyeball or something. Can't see anymore. I'm filing that because it was sharp. Now we're good. And then I'm going to take my bead awl here. I'm going to push it through and down a little bit so that I can get my JR20 through there, which I used silver antique, so JR20-060. Thunder. Boom, boom. Attach that to a flower. Oh, also with the flower, I just took a little itty bitty tiny bit off the top of the one that I'm jump ringing. And it gives me the perfect amount of space in between both pendants here. And close that. Perfect. And then another JR20 at the top there into an ER011-040 because it's silver plated. And I do have a bulk pack for both. So the piece that I used to wrap this crystal is the filigree pack, 14 pieces for $22, cart 105. And that is natural brass, and then we painted it with the blue violet color shift. And then I do have a bulk pack for this flower as well. It's a aged solid brass open work flower. You can also use these as rivet holes. What millimeter did I have on that? Let me just double check here. It's a 2.3 millimeter rivet hole, and it's a 33 millimeter flower. But it's aged solid brass, and it's gorgeous. And then I took a little bit of Loctite and glued down one of these really colorful flatbacks. And I have been experimenting with some glue. I'll get back to you guys on how I like it, how it works, so on and so forth. But I want to test it out for a little bit before I give you guys a suggestion for another glue if you're having issues. Because I know somebody said they had issues with Loctite. Somebody else said they had issues with liquid Loctite versus the gel. And so we're going back and forth a little bit and doing some testing for you to create the ultimate bond between your crystal and whatever you are adhering it to. Get it in the right spot. Push down. Remember, it takes a minimum of 24 hours for Loctite to actually bond. So keep that in mind. You can keep all the storms north of Chicago wearing safety glasses. I know. I always look down. I'm protected because I have the iPad right where I'm working. So if something did come up, it'd be hitting the iPad. But definitely wear glasses. I was thinking about starting to wear my UV light glasses again. because I do get some headaches from as much screen time as I do get. But you guys might see glasses, Corian. I do have like 3 pairs of glasses, and I just never, ever, ever wear them. All right, so that's super cute for that demo, and then we'll jump into this necklace here. So we're doing these in their sampler sets. And this one's so easy. Okay. Let's start off with our riveting here. So grab a bench block, your rubber and your steel blocks. You're gonna grab your plumed leaves. I'll zoom this out in a sec. And then I used an eyelet to combine the two. I'm gonna scoot this over here. See if I can give you a little bit of a better view there. Maybe. Okay. So one I had flipping forward and the other I had flipping backwards. And when they're painted, you can hardly tell. So we did that. But then I also, because I'm riveting there, I took this little thing off, that little leftover stem. Good. And then good. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. One forward, one backward. And then our eyelet. So I'm gonna do this one backwards. Oops. Oh, that was a big one. He's still going crazy out there. Ooh, I put these on the, I need to flip this one. I put them on the same way. There we go. Flipped. And then start to hammer. I hammer with the rounded side first to start the roll of the eyelet. And then I'll come in with the flat part. Perfect. Like that. And then we used some of the royal purple with this and added a light coat of the blue violet color shift after. Let's do this brush. Should I get that dried off? We'll just do this one right on the bench block. Make my bench block all pretty and colorful. Okay. Probably gonna come in with the heat gun too, so it adheres easier as I'm applying. I'll keep it nice and opaque. Let me set this down for a sec. I need to pour some more paint in my flower petal thing over here. I'll lather it up. And you can paint these before or after you have them riveted. Now we're getting some lightning. I mean, it'd actually be kind of cool if you guys could hear the thunder outside because it is. I do love the sound of thunder. Okay. Royal purple's looking good. Just getting a few more of those spots that are underneath. Beautiful. I'm gonna mix up my blue violet color shift that's still left over there. Maybe a light brushing of that. And that's right over top of the royal purple. It's such a stunning combination when they're layered, when these two colors are layered. Okay. You can do the backs too. This one I'm not gonna do just because of time and stuff. But if you get this for spending over $100, you're more than welcome to paint the back. Just getting some of these little bubbles out of here. Perfect. Careful handling your metal, it gets hot. It's very pretty. Move that for now. Gorgeous. So that's the top part of our necklace there. That's going to drop into the beaded ring, which let's pop up the items here that we just used. The filigree pack, or the plumed leaves here that we just painted. Solid brass, 10 pieces for $20, cart 107. And then I'm gonna grab a silver antique jump ring, JR 20-060. And then we will attach that using our jump ring and our beaded ring. Or no, I used a JR01 for that because it's oval. So JR01, you can do 060. I think I used 040, which they're pretty similar. Someone's not gonna be able to really tell the difference unless they're like really looking at it. So filigree plumed eyelided together to your JR01, and then that attaches to your beaded ring. That's okay, Jean. I'm glad that you could join us. A little bit earlier, we were going nuts because it's just absolutely going crazy outside with stormy weather. So you'll have to watch the replay. I'm sure you'll probably get a laugh or a few. Okay, that beaded ring that I just popped on there is pewter based, silver plated, super cute. It's a size 8, so you can wear it as a normal ring. You can wear it as a stacking ring, or you can use it as a component. Hmm? Oh, yeah, we can probably do that after. Yeah. So there's that. Super cute. Grab the beaded rings. You get 8 pieces for $20, cart 108. Okay, and then I'll put up the bulk pack for our flower clover. This one will be 7 pieces for $20. It's got that cool dap. Love that. And this is steel based, brass plated, and it's got that really cool etching detail, and then it's smooth on the back. Did he really? Oh my goodness. I guess one of Uncle Doug's sons, my cousin Spencer, had one of the windows blown out of his house because of this. Good thing that hasn't happened here yet. Did that happen like right now? Oh, so there's more coming? There's probably more storms coming this way. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's just crazy. Okay, so roll the stem of our clover pack. And I'm going to twist it around a little bit because it is kind of slanted over. So I'm going to make the top part a little more flat for our jump ring. That way it looks a little more. That one needs to come over this way. Yeah, that looks good. We need to add our paint colors and the technique used for this. So, do you guys remember the ultimate medium? So, it's a powder that we have. Hopefully nobody got hurt. I'm sure if he did, Uncle Doug would have been just like gone, but totally okay. Go check on your son and your grandbaby. Yes, we need to be careful. It's pretty crazy outside. Okay, so we do have this ultimate marble. It's a really cool powder that I use with specific painting techniques because it gives it a really cool texture. Oh, Ryan Hall's over there on YouTube, Cheryl. I bet he's giving you the good storm tracking. I'm sure Ian's tracking it at home. He usually pulls up some on his. What the heck is that out there? Oh yeah. That did the what else is that other thing out there? Our sign that's like bigger than me is laying in the parking lot right now. That's just crazy. Okay. I'm gonna get a little paintbrush for this. I added a little bit of that powder to my palette here, and it's gonna make the paint like thick and textured. So I'm gonna pick some of that up and I'm gonna kind of like splatter it on my clover leaf. And this is you have to trust the process kind of thing. You can add your powder direct or you can have it in your little paint palette. I'm just dragging some of that around. I might do like a light base with this powder and the paint. And then I think I like tacked in a little bit of that purple. I'm trying to remember exactly how I did it. You see how it makes the paint like textured and kind of gunky? I like that. I like that. We're gonna spread some of that around. Give it the textured gunky look. And then we'll splot in some of the purple, the darker purple in a minute. This is a total like trust the process though. Because it might look gross or weird at first, but it just transforms. So we did add a little bit of resin over top to protect the texture that we're adding. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Trying to make this one a little more textured than my original one. Just grabbing all this leftover medium out of there, powder. Okay, that's looking good. And then I'm gonna get a little bit of this darker purple to spot in. Ooh, I need to pull this up just a little bit over here. Wear gloves when you're applying this. I'm not allergic to it. That's why I'm not wearing gloves. Probably should be regardless. But my little sister's actually allergic to this, so she had to wear gloves there for a while when she was handling it. And not like deathly allergic, like she would just get a reaction on her skin. So just be mindful if you're using different things to make sure you're protected. All right, I just wanted to spread that out just a little bit more. That looks good. Okay. Add a little bit of purple to my palette here, just a tiny bit. And then I took little hints of that around the edges of our flower, clover, whatever you want to call it. So just some hints of that royal purple around the edges. Yep. And looking cute. Add a little bit of royal purple up there. Okay. That's super pretty. And then I'm going to hit my heat gun with it, see if I can get whatever I can dried, and see if some of that adheres. And then we'll do a top coat of the resin. Resin. Put a little bit of resin in this thing because I'm going to brush it on. I just put resin in my paint palette. Put a little bit more. I use an old brush for this that I have designated like to resin specifically, which you'll have to switch it out every few times that you do use it for this, but that way you're not gunking up all of yours. You can use a bristle brush too, but I find that or a silicone brush, but I find that the bristle brushes are easier to make sure just the whole thing's coated. And then get some of that. You can tell my brush is a little hard from the other resin projects I've done with it. This is also going to give it that really cool, like slick look. And then when you touch it, you'll just get a little bit of that texture. Okay, that looks pretty good. You can use the light to see if there's like an untouched resin spot. I'll put that in there. Let's grab a UV light. We'll stick that in there to cure. Okay, so that's in the light. Let's get our blue crystal out here. So we're gonna set that in the center. I did do like a light thing of, if you want to make it into a butterfly, I did this black, but then by the time that I got it resined over, the black came off up there, but I kind of made it like a little body for a butterfly. So you have its, two wings coming off either side. So it can be a butterfly, a flower, or a clover. You name it. But this one, I'm just kind of doing it as a flower clover instead of the butterfly on this other one. And that's curing right now. Let's see if we can pull it out this way a little bit. And double check. It's like being magnetized away from me. Okay, it's a little sticky. Anyhow, it gets directly connected to the beaded ring using the loop that we had created. And then for our crystal here, I Loctited that to it, and then I put resin over top. So that crystal is not coming off regardless unless you're really taking off everything. And everything, I mean like the resin, etc. So I'm gonna do a little bit of Loctite in there. My silicone brush. I don't know where my tweezers went, so we'll see if that kind of sits in the center there. Loctite it down. Good. And then we'll come in with a little bit more. Where's that resin at in here? There it is. The resin's clear. I don't go over top of the crystal, but I go around the crystal with the resin. It looks like this one started curing. That was already in my paint palette. This just creates that extra security. I'll put that back in the UV light to cure. Okay. That's looking gorgeous. We're almost ready for a trivia. So if Uncle Doug wants to get his question ready, and then I'll put this over here. And we'll pull that out of the UV light and then we'll attach it. You can also, what I thought would be super cute, I did not do this, but you can take these little chatons, these little flatbacks, and glue them to this plumed leaf, which I've done that before. I just didn't do it this time around. But you can just add that much more to your piece by adding some of those flatbacks. If you can see that. There we go. And you can do that like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 on the other side. Can go all the way up, so it goes and down, just following those circles, which would be cute. Love that. All right. It should be mostly cured. I'm gonna open this loop. Slide it on my ring. And then we'll close the loop. Might have to do that with my chain nose though, because I don't want to break any resin. Cute. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I think we are ready for a trivia. Let me know if you guys need to see both packs or the sampler again, but we'll bring on Uncle Doug. Welcome back.
I ran outside to get that sign off the driveway and pick up all the letters.
Oh, I bet you're soaked over there.
Oh, not quite. It let up quite a bit.
That's good.
Hair a little bit wet. No worse for the wear.
Another panel pack for the trivia. This one was designed by Logan. Logan Flack, that's Wendy's son. This next one was designed by Jean. This one, she curated these into like earring pairs where you put your ear wire up here and you connect all these like exactly how they are. It's so pretty. You guys have to try doing just earring pairs like this. And then this last one was designed by Cassie. Cassie Flack, Logan's wife. Love that. All right, we're ready for some trivia.
We are ready. Okay, get your thinking caps on because the one who's fastest at math is going to win this. Here's the question. How many dots appear on a pair of dice? How many dots appear on a pair of dice?
That's a good question.
Should be pretty quick for the answers. So we have people, I'm sure, who can do it in their head very quickly.
Yeah. Not me. I'm so bad at math in my head.
I had another one which was something like how many seconds are there in a week or how many minutes are there in a week.
Oh, sure.
So everybody had, oh, look at Pegs is the winner here.
Woohoo, Peggy!
There you go, Peggy. Right behind her, Debbie Johnson. Ooh, Debbie guessed 21 first and then 42. I think she was thinking of the single dice and then remembered pair. So Debbie, you would have won it if you'd gone with the pair first.
Good job, Peggy.
Winner, Peggy Hembrook.
You get some super cute, fun things. Like those sand dollars are so cute. The guitar, so cute. That's a coconut. Hold on. A coconut drink. Let's slide it over. And then a surfboard. And I think this love is super cute. And that dragonfly, too. That's so pretty. You have a lot of fun with this one, Peggy. I'm excited for you.
Well, I guess I probably should scribble on this doodle then.
Yeah. I'll put this one on the edge of the table, too. For my Peggy. My Peggy girl.
Now, Peggy can't complain about the doodle either because she said they have to, or she wanted them to have to do something with the trivia.
Oh,
So
she better love it.
it's not terrible, but I would say it's not super colorful. How can you be colorful with a pair of dice, right? Unless they're colored dice.
Right.
All right, Peggy, there you go.
Woohoo!
Just to remind you, you got your 21, 21, 42.
Nice.
Good job, Peggy.
So fun. We'll see you over here. Love, love, love. Ooh, trivia is so fun. And the questions are good. They're getting super good. Okay. I can actually probably, I'm too far that way. I need to just over just a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Right? Like getting it unstuck. That's funny. Okay. Our last little set here. I think we had 3 total sets. This is the one that I planned a while ago. And we're able to do it. Love it. But I was limited to 6 of these samplers. So whoever got them, I'm probably pretty dang close to being sold out if it's not sold out. Oh, it is sold out. So you can't get this sampler anymore. Sorry, everybody. Make sure you grab them. There's only 2 left of the one that we just went over and only 4 left of the first one. So they're selling out. Make sure you grab them. And if you can't get the samplers, get the bulk packs because these pieces are incredible. Unfortunately, the only bulk pack that I was able to offer you guys for this set is the dragonflies. I think everything else was just like way too low of stock for it to be even worth it. So unfortunately, you guys who got this got it and got it good. In the event that you do miss out on this and you want it, there is a chance that I can do just the necklace and no earrings because I think I'm limited on these and the small dragonflies. So if you do want this necklace, I could do this necklace but with a bigger dragonfly crystal and no earrings. So if you're interested in that and didn't get the chance to get the sampler, let me know because we can probably make something work for you. Okay. But I want to make sure that whomever can get this because it's a phenomenal piece and it's so easy. The little wrap here, you guys are going to love it because if you're a beginner rapper, this is a good beginner wrap that looks like it's harder to do. All right, so the bulk pack that I have up right now is a solid brush dragonfly. I've featured this a few times so you guys can see the inspiration photos on vintageliveshop.com, but you get 14 pieces for $20. You can get 14 pieces east facing. You can get 14 pieces west facing, which is going to have a hole in the other wing, or you can get 7 of each. 7 east facing, 7 west facing. So 14 pieces total for $20, the solid brush dragonfly. Super cute. And I add that to a bunch of things because it's such a great little charmy piece. Okay, so to start off with these flowers, so easy. And I can paint one of these because I think I have one left after all the rest of them are gone. So I did a little bit of that blue violet color shift. Just a tiny, like, a little tiny bit in my paint palette up there. Get a brush. And it just like barely changes the color of the brass, but it turns it into like this purpley. And I love it. Just a little bit. You can do just maybe we'll do a tiny bit of the royal purple to deepen it just a little bit. So you guys can at least see it over the screen. Sometimes it's hard to see that stuff. Oh yeah, tiny bit. I mean like little bit on my brush. Cute. And then I added a tiny bit of black as well. Just itty bitty, less than a drop. Teeny tiny. I'm gonna actually get a smaller brush for that. Teeny tiny. Little bit in the center of the flower. Just to antique it a little bit, and then it kind of makes it look really good. Not kinda. I mean, it does make it look really good. It looks like I'm mixing with my resin a little bit. Oops. Ooh. Doug's talking to our mailman. I'm eavesdropping while I'm doing this. He said that there are trees down all over, just all over. Hopefully, I can make it back home all the way 40 minutes away from here. I'll drive through the Mississippi if I have to. That's all that was needed for that. And then grab a little itty bitty flower bead that you're getting in your sampler. It's so cute. It's got this like iridescent brushing. It doesn't on the back. So this is like originally what it looked like. And then well, not originally, it just had like the iridescent on the one side. So it's like dual. So cute. And we'll use probably an HPF 25. This might be a little thin, or not little thin, but a little short. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can get it to work. Okay. I'm going to create a wrapped loop on one side, and then we create a wrapped loop on the other side. So we pull our wire over the round nose. Give you like that. And then you're going to pull this little tail, this tiny tail that's coming off your loop. Let me just do that. You're going to pull that around to create the wrap under your loop. Trying to make sure that you guys can see and that I'm not pulling it off. You can do that however many times you want. A good number, I think, is 3. I do a lot with the 3, probably because it's my favorite number. So a little wrapped loop there. Slide your bead on. A little wrapped loop on the other side. We'll come all the way down to our flower bead. Fold our wire over, but come under. You can use this little space in between your pliers and the flower bead for your other wrap. Okay. Snip the tail. Tuck it if you need to. Sometimes it just like works perfect and you don't need to tuck the tail. Other times you need to tuck the tail. So always be mindful and check for that. And our little loops. Looks great. Probably straighten that loop out a little bit actually. That one looks a little like it's got wabi-sabi. Have you guys seen that video? Looks like he's got a little wabi-sabi. I love it. Okay. JRV 30. I want to see all the damage. I want to go drive around. I almost want to go drive out to the driveway of the house, 'cause it's not our house anymore as of today. I'm curious. I'd be like, oh my goodness, I just got wham. There's a tree on the house or something just dumb. That would not be cool. I am hoping happy for them because I'm going to miss that house. Direct connection between the wrapped loop and the ear wire. Those. There you go. Your cutesy bead, which I can straighten out these loops a little bit more. There we go. Adorable. Super cute. The little earrings there. Let me go grab Uncle Doug for one last trivia before we get into this one. And then after this one, we'll do the big loot giveaway. So let me just go make sure he's available. Ugh. I need to get up for a second and stand anyway. My back is just nuts. Uncle Doug, trivia? Okay. I was like, I had to stand up for my back anyway. I told the ladies, I was like, I'm eavesdropping. There's tree down everywhere. Oh, don't take Devil's Ladder home. There's a road that sometimes Uncle Doug and I take to go the back way to like my mom and dad's or his house. And I guarantee, because that whole road is just lined with trees, that there's going to be trees down everywhere. Yeah. I bet Spencer's happy though. He's gonna have a lot of work cut out for him. Oh, doing like storm cleanup? Yeah, he likes to do the climbing. Okay. Last one, but let's do Uncle Doug's trivia here. I need to get him on.
Which, I mean, no one's just gonna.
You're
Well, I
back.
shouldn't say. You got me.
Yes.
Here's one that maybe not many will know, but it's interesting. I was surprised at this.
All right. So we
What
have
is
a
that?
panel by Ainsley, I think. Yes, that one's Ainsley. This next one might be Ainsley too. Yes, this next one is also Ainsley. Is this one also might be Ainsley? They are. All three of these are Ainsley designs. So actually, let's just pop this open here. That cool yin and yang koi that she did, and there's this really cool phoenix like crane thing up here that was hiding behind the sticker, and then she's got the anti-fear with these cool little cheetah print earrings that you could do. So these ones are all designed by Ainsley. Okay, we are ready for the
Ready
trivia.
for the question?
Yes.
Question is, which country has the most islands? Which country has the most islands? Get your Grok or Chat GPT or Google AI, whatever you
Mm-hmm.
use to find these answers. But let's see who's the fastest on this one. I'm keeping a watch out here.
Oh, I don't even know. I'm gonna walk around for a sec though while you're doing that. It's like I'm aching like I'm old.
Yeah, also over at the house, Corey, one of the white pines snapped off halfway up.
No stinking way.
Yeah,
At yours or at Spencer's?
it's Spence. Well, between us.
Oh, between you. Oh, sure. Oh my goodness.
All right, looks like we got a winner in Sherry. Sherry Door was the first one, and we got a lot of people
Oh,
coming in with the answer. Answer is
I love
Sweden.
Sherry. Let's get her up here. Is her.
And I know this has to be approximation, but look at the number of islands. There's says 270,000 islands.
I don't see Sherry's.
Isn't that crazy?
Sherry, when I see your comment pop up on my side, I don't even have any of the answers yet, so just hold on. They're just going in by millions right
Oh,
now.
you're slow over there?
Yeah. Oh, good. At least she heard that I love her. But it's like I can see that comment, but I can't see her answer comment. Okay, well, I'm
Right?
just gonna put up her "love you too, Corian" and applause her for that one.
Yeah.
Good job, Sherry.
I got a doodle here coming.
Yay. You get amazing panel designs by Ainsley. These are really cool connectors. You could do those with like bracelet links or earrings or necklace extender, like chain extenders. This is a cool bracelet design. Could do your jump rings in between there, paint that. Love that tiger. Be careful when you're popping out some of the thinner stuff though. Be like super careful. Maybe take an X-Acto knife and kind of follow some of those thinner lines.
All right,
Okay,
I got my doodle.
let's see your doodle.
Here it is. Just a little
Oh,
Swedish flag. 270,000 islands.
yay!
The flag's waving. See it waving in the wind?
Woohoo!
We have a lot of wind today. It's really
I was
whipping
like, I'm
around.
sure if you put it outside, it'd be gone.
All right. Good job, Sherry.
Good job. Bye. Okay, cool beans. I'm actually. I need to like stretch out my back. I need to get one of those like turntables where you like lay on it straight and then you can be like you push back and it's got your legs up here but it's all your body weight's pulling your back down so it's like those the grab is it but you can put a hooks on the heel. Yes, like the gravity thing and you go down like that. Yeah. Yes, I need one of those. Tell Ian to buy me one of those. I'm gonna stretch out my stinking back. Probably doesn't help. Sports kind of really tear your body up. Like I'm dealing with like knee issues. Kieran's got knee issues, back issues. Like, oh yeah, for football. I got my knees were trashed from volleyball and track, and then my back was also track too from jumping. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Who was it? Alex's nose that was broken during baseball? I couldn't remember which one it was. That's crazy. Oh no! It was at his graduation picture. You'll have to send me it if you can find it. That's crazy. That poor guy. Good thing he met Krista in college, right? Oh my goodness. That's funny. Okay, so for this part of the sampler. I'll bring it up. Actually, I won't bring it up because actually I will. I'll bring it up, but you can't buy it because they're all sold out. I just want to bring it up so I know that I've put everything out here. So I'll take it back down. I'm sorry if you missed out, but if you want just the necklace, email me and then we can create a sampler for your necklace here. Yes, I think that sounds good. All right. So you're going to need an FL330, I think is this one. You can buy that off of retail. This is a lily pad frame. I'm not sure that we have this listed anywhere. I don't have a lot of them, but I do have a little bit more in the case that we want to do that. So that gets laid on there. That's even pretty just as it is. You're going to get one of those big purple stones. Put in there. You have your dragonfly. And I have another dragon. So the dragonfly crystals that you guys are going to be getting are the clear crystally version. I only had one of these left. That's why I used it in the example design. And I think one is like a little bit of a darker silver shade. But you guys are gonna love them regardless. You can probably tint them or something too if you want. So I layered these. Obviously have room to fold these over and make a complete wrap. So I love that. This gets set right in between. Now for this, I set it down. It clearly doesn't go completely flat. So what I did is I took my chain nose pliers and I grabbed from the inside of the frame here and I pulled up some of that lily pad on all four sides to try and get it to fit a little bit more snug on the bottom side. And so the lilies are actually, or the lily pads are actually coming up the stone and they're kind of following the curvature of it. So we're going to pull some more of these lilies up. I think I need to do this one yet. Let's see how that. Yep. Now we're a lot closer and it's going to be a perfect fit. You're not going to have much room in between at all, which is good because we don't want that. I'm going to fold these over as I'm hunkering it down just with my fingers. It's easy enough to do that. We love it when we find pieces that we can just mold with our fingers. Mold that one over just like that. Then we're going to come in. See it? I'm telling you, it's easy. Easy as heck. If you want something that's ridiculously easy, but looks like it's harder work. So I was saying this one would be good for beginners. Squishing down each of these sides here. You can probably put some Loctite on here too if you're kind of worried. I wouldn't be worried, but I know how some people get. I'm gonna pull these in just a little bit more. Oops. From the inside. Squish them. That's looking good. Added a little bit of purple to these flowers. Now, I actually folded it on the lilies, so let me just fold this a little bit differently. Not even fold it differently, I just need to shift my lilies over to the prong point because I didn't want to cover up my flowers. I wanted to cover up my lilies. There we go. And it's a little bit easier to fold your big FL 330 on the back. Pull my prongs in a little bit more. Ooh, don't shift too much though. Okay, that's pretty good. And if I had my other pliers, give me one sec while I grab those. I'm grabbing my longer pliers. It's actually good that I'm getting up and moving around now. And thankfully I have my headphones so you can still hear me. But these pliers that I'm bringing out, they're marked. We're not using them for that purpose though. They are really nice to have them for when you're doing wrapped loops to stay the same size, but I like to cup them on either side to make sure that my filigree is as tight as I can get it from both sides. So I pull them in. That looks a lot better. It's not gonna be moving around. Teeny tiny paintbrush. Ooh, I need to get some of this cover off of here. And grab a little bit. I think I'm gonna, instead of doing whatever I did before, I don't even remember what color I did before. I'm just gonna do the dark purple. I probably did some sort of like leftover light mixture of whatever I had. We'll go a little bit darker. And I'm just going on the flowers. You could do green on the lily pads if you want to. That would be pretty. Green and purple, I think, is a good combo. Okay. Got a little bit of color in there. Should we do green? Maybe we should, just to see what it looks like. Why not? Okay. And maybe we'll use olive green, the green that we have out. Okay. Just add a little bit of green in here. Might have to use my heat gun at the same time, so it adheres good. Pretty. What other color goes with green and purple? Because now I kind of want to do the little swirlies too. Maybe we'll try gold. Because my comments aren't acting appropriately, so I'm not sure that I would even be able to see your guys' comments if they did come in. So we'll just do a little bit of Victorian gold, which is at, it's also metallic gold. I'm just going to put some of that on the swirls. It's not going to change it a whole lot, but it's going to make it a little bit lighter and give it a little bit of a sparkle. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so we'll let this dry. We'll just let this air dry because we have to do a couple more things anyway. And it's already pretty warm from the heat gun. Do a wrapped loop with our dragonfly using the half round wire, which you'll also get. I'll include that as well. And we'll snip off a good chunk of that. Straighten it out. Oh, how did I do that one? Ooh, I did that one a little bit different. So I pulled both ends through the dragonfly, which they did cross. So that's good that they're crossing. Just be careful while you're pulling this through so you don't break your crystal. That looks good. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. maybe a little bit differently because I don't exactly remember how I did that. I'm trying to remember. Okay. I'm going to take this, I'm going to wrap it around the existing line. I'm going to probably hold it upside down though, so it doesn't pull down on me too much. This is probably how I did it before, but I'm just trying to remember. Get a good handle on that. Okay. That's a good start. We're going to clip that. Tucking that tail. Okay. Can round that out a little bit later. And then we're going to do a wrapped loop up here. Or down. I don't want to go like too low. There we go. We'll try that. And we're going to meet it all the way down. And then I just kind of kept wrapping to make it look a little more messy. And kind of gave it a twisted look by twisting the wire like I did. So you can leave it simple, or you can just go the extra step and just curl a bunch of extra wire in there. Make sure that my wire loops are vertical. So when they're hanging, they look good. But I'll probably face this way. Like that. And then we also need to do our dragonfly, but our other dragonfly. That's going to be sitting, where did I have that hooked? In between the two. Okay. Let's punch a hole right here in between. I'll show you again where it's at. So right in between like two flowers is a big enough space to be able to do that. I think I need to pinch this one in a little bit more without hurting my stone. There we go. All right. JR30 or JR20 natural brass. I'll try the 20, but I think I used the 30. But 20 is what I have on me right now. It's a slight difference, but sometimes that is all the difference that it needs to make or break a piece. Slide on our dragonfly and our other dragonfly. Close those. And then for this dragonfly, I just kind of pressed it against the piece I'm gonna actually pull his tail down a little bit more of a curve. That way it matches the curve of the piece itself. And that looks fantastic. I actually love the additional color to it with the green lily pads and versus the non-green lily. I mean, either or. I like both a lot, but I think this is really pretty. And then it's easier to tell that the flowers are purple when you do the green, and then like a little bit of gold to match the dragonfly. Super cute. So if you spend over $100, you might get that piece. And I'm sorry if some of you are saying, I want that piece for spending over $100. I can't see your comments right now. So I'm sure you'll be happy with whatever you receive as your little gifty gift. But just in case you said something and I didn't see it, just want to make sure you guys know. Okay, that was the last matter of demo business. If there are other cart numbers and things that you guys want to see, I guess I will hope that my comments get in appropriately. Okay, I see Cindy's. She says, that's a beautiful wrap. Thank you. 2 different looks with more paint. Absolutely. Thanks, Sherry and Rosie over on Facebook as well. I think it's time for our look, and then we'll do our big loot giveaway. So we'll see what everything looks like on, and then we'll invite Uncle Doug over and we'll get our YouTube names ready, etc., etc. So I'm going to go full screen here. Hello. And let's take off my existing necklace, but let's zoom in here a little bit so you guys don't see not fun stuff. This way? This way. Okay. Let's take this beautiful necklace off. I did this demo a while ago. Show you guys. Oh, I can't show you guys in front of the camera there. Maybe that way. That one was super fun. Okay. Let's get into at least this really big one that we just did. And I'll zoom in a little bit closer in a moment so you guys can see. That's a little bit better. I'm going to adjust my camera down a little bit as we're getting a little bit closer. Oh yeah, I have an active alert on my phone right now. It says, take shelter in a sturdy building, stay away from windows. Well, hopefully nobody was around the window at Spencer's house. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. So that's that gorgeous piece. It's insane. Literally insane. Go a little bit more so you don't see my chin. Super cute. Big fan. It's gorgeous. Pull it up a little bit more if you want it choker. You can hang it down lower if you want it a bigger focal for kind of like closer to your tummy area. We also did this bracelet a while ago. Oh, it's super cute. This is another necklace. So this one's kind of sitting long. So the crystal disappears, but you bring it up a little bit. She's really pretty. That's an insane focal piece. Absolutely insane. That's so pretty. And I love the little leaf Swarovski crystal there at the bottom. Beautiful. And then maybe I can probably hold up this one as the painted version. That one's a little bit harder to see, I think. Okay. And then have another necklace. I think there was 3 necklaces, 3 pairs of earrings. This one also sits a little bit lower, but you bring it up. You can do like choker. So there we go. So that like this part kind of follows your collarbone area, which is super cute. Or drop it down a little bit. There we go. So that could be a butterfly, a flower, or a clover. So pretty. Doing like the back and forth so you guys can see it like shine. See it shine and glisten. And then I think that was 3 necklaces. I'm probably zoom back out here for the earrings. We'll do these ones. Ooh, it's got to come on this side. And I'll have to zoom in probably. So just give me a sec. Hopefully these earrings go in. Yes. Okay. The well, I was thinking that it was. Let me just switch to this one. This one might be easier for the earrings at least. Doink, doink, doink. There we go. Those are so cute. And they're nice and dangly. They're so light. I wish that was a little less exposed so you guys could see the paint a little bit better. So cute. And then, ooh, I love these ones. Oh, I love them if they go in my ear. There we go. So those gorgeous babies. That Rivoli wrap makes this just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Little dangle dangle, also ridiculously light. And then, ooh, the blazing sun, elongated ovals. I'll probably take these home too, because I can't help myself. Oh, almost. There we go. Oh, yeah, baby. Those are cool. I love that. So pretty. So pretty. Big eyeball pretty. Okay. I think that was all of the jewelry for today. Let's switch you back and then we'll do the big loot giveaway. So let's move this stuff down. Bring the big loot giveaway over here. Make sure you have your likes and loves in because I'm counting them all. This time we're doing a big spin. Our reach hasn't been great, so I think more names than the tub makes it more fun. Scoot them in a little bit so you guys can see how big this offering is because you got to see the pairs and everything. That's pretty big. Okay. Let me grab these names here quick from teams. Maybe. Are they not on teams? Let me do Facebook too. Get you in the wheel of warehouse. Okay. Let's do, yeah, good thing because there's not a whole lot of names on Facebook. Better be more on YouTube. Okay. And then grabbing my YouTube ladies as we speak. Ooh, there's quite a few YouTube ladies. Sort. Okay. We'll even include Uncle Doug in this. Because he liked and loved. All right. I think I have everybody else sorted out. And we'll shuffle the names. Okay. Oh, I was like, why are there a couple blanks in here? And it's because I did 2 enters in between. That would make sense. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's get you guys here. We'll go. I guess we can't do both views because I'm super zoomed in. Hold on. There we go. Hold on, I have to unmute you. Hello.
Hi. You had about 11 from over on YouTube, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Whatever you sent me.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2,
I'm
1.
ready. Spin it.
Let's see.
Spin it to win it.
Let's see who wins. Oh, it was almost an empty spot.
Diane. Let's see. Do I have a Diane?
Let's see if she's won within the last, 6 months. We do that so people can't like win a month or a week, like 2 weeks in
Right.
a
Right.
row or something.
She's legit.
Okay, Diane. She got the big loot giveaway today. So as long as she has an order placed on vintageliveshop.com, we will ship this to her free in her order. Amazing.
Now I just have to find her.
No problem.
Oh,
I have
there's.
to adjust my camera anyway because now it's too low.
Okay. I got it now.
Maybe that should be enough. I'm like waddling around.
Got to give
That's
her a
better.
winner here, Corey.
Yeah. Let's see if when your comment pops up, hopefully I'll be able to see it. Thanks, Juanita. Yes, you will have to watch the replay, Lisa.
Hope I got that spelled right.
Thanks, Amanda. Good job, Diane. Amazing. Well, that is all we have for you guys today. Actually, I can probably see because I don't know exactly what Gene and Ains are doing come Friday, but I bet I can find out. Give me 2 seconds. On the
Well, I
12th,
have a
design on the
doodle.
fly. Go ahead
I
and
got
show
a
it.
doodle for Diane.
Okay.
Right. There you go.
Yay, Diane.
Winner, winner, mega winner. Congratulations, Diane.
Good
You worked hard
job.
for that. You worked so hard.
Let's put me. There we go. I was like, where's me? I'm back. Ooh, Monica's doing some traveling. I bet that was fun, though. I appreciate you guys. They're saying stay safe, be careful going home. We love you
Yeah, we
guys.
got to clean
We
up all the
will.
trees now.
I know. I don't even want to know if there's water in my basement right now because we haven't even cleaned it out from like the
Oh,
last time that it flooded. So, we'll see. Okay. Jean and Ains are doing a design on the fly jewelry metal working class with the big loot subscription. So my live shop ladies that subscribe to the loot subscription, which is $100 a month, They already have all the components that they'll need for this. But in the event that we can make kits, we'll make some kits, and those will be available on the retail site. But stay tuned on Friday for that design on the fly class with Ainsley and Jean. And we will see you then, or